Alright, so here we go. Starting the first day looking at a camera and talking to it. I wouldn't call this a vlog, but it's probably a vlog. And this is what we're going to do. We have a few things on the schedule. And let's see what we got here. We have University Park, where we got to figure out what's going on with the fiber optic cable. We have some the TV to install and a cable box to move. Then we possibly have some work to do on a washing machine for one of our clients that gives us a lot of work. And then we might be able to get to Sky 230 and do some work for a tenant of Tropical Vacation. Sounds good. So we're going to get started. We're going to get on our way here. And let's go. Let's do this. Our guys stopping by the warehouse to pick up some cables, some parts, some splitters for one of the jobs we got going on today. And couldn't go that way, truck coming through. But yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Alright, we're loaded up. Got all the things that I needed from the warehouse. Heading out of the warehouse area, about to go. So our first job, which is University Park, where they have a fiber optic run about 1,000 feet long, and it has not worked for about 6 months. 5 cameras on that end of the building that use that fiber optic cable, and we're gonna see if we can fix it today. All right, sounds good. Alright guys, so here we are in the belly of the beast, and we were able to fix the fiber run. What it was is these GVIC connectors that go into the switch. They had failed, and it's there's one on each side. This goes into the switch, and then the fiber optic cable plugs into that, which goes to the fiber tray and goes all the way around to the other IT cloud. And we were able to change these things out on both sides. At first it didn't work, but it happened to be that they were reversed for the new ones that we had for the new model, and we got it working. The people that installed this entire equipment couldn't figure it out in like 15 different trips that they made out here, and I came out here and figured it out in the first trip, came back out with the right parts, and now we have them back up and running, and it's another good day in the office. Alright guys, so we're heading down south to Pompano. Gotta go do a service call with that TV, and kind of skip through my little Home Depot shopping. Had to go get some tools, got some lunch in. Another day here in South Florida. It's hot, it's not humid, that's a good thing. I hate when it gets humid down here. So that's it. We'll take you along for the ride, and we'll warp over to the next job site. All right. Driving down A1A, right on the beach. It's a hustle. Make it work. Trying out holding out the camera a little closer. The first couple shots looked like it was far away. This is a GoPro. It's what I'm doing. This. Vlogging with, so let's do it. Alright guys, we made it to the property, and let's go take a look. Let's do a walkthrough real quick and see what it is that they want done. I'm still not 100% sure. This is how a lot of jobs are. Let's take a look. Right on the door. House. Quick look here. We got a TV in the living room that needs to be moved over to here, I think. Not quite sure. I'm gonna call and confirm now. But that's what it looks like. And then they said something about the master bedroom where the TV has to be moved somewhere else. I don't know. I'm gonna call right now and figure this out. All right, guys. So maybe you understood that. We gotta leave this TV right where it is. The cable is coming from this side behind the couch, and we're either gonna string it along on the wall, which I really hate doing because it looks terrible, or we're gonna crawl up in the attic, and it's super hot up there right now. It's gonna suck, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So let's take a look back here and use the cable or not. Something over here. Alrighty then. This is gonna be a fun one, guys. Alright, sounds good. So tune in a few minutes here, and it's actually gonna be a few seconds for you guys. But let's see what's up here. Nothing interesting. Okay, I will report back. Alright, so let's grab our ladder and the light. Let's take a peek up in that attic. See how this is gonna, whoops, almost ripped the camera out of my hand. See how this is gonna work out. The car's a mess, like always. Can't ever find the time to clean it. And no light. Good thing is it's an organized mess. I kind of know where everything is anyways. Alright, so let's take a look. Got one hand for this. It's definitely going to be interesting. Alright, let's go. Oh! Don't break anything. Alright, so here's our attic entrance. And let's take a quick look at what the roof structure looks like. This is always the first thing you want to do, just to kind of see what you're going to be dealing with. And looks like I'll be working in the peak of the roof, and it might not be so bad. Let's put a good face towards this and see what we got. All right. Set up. Let's take a look. Actually doesn't smell so bad. Oh my goodness, look at that. Cable hooks up right there, and doesn't look too terrible. Light doesn't work. At least this light doesn't work. Little pull string right here. I don't know how good you can see that. It's pretty dark, but we do have our splitter here, goes out to the room, and yeah, let's take a look. So from the attic entrance straight across about a foot to the left is the peak of the house, and if we walk, attic entrance would be here. 1 foot to the left is the peak of the house, which is right where we got to go down this wall. So let's see what we got here. We got cable box hooked up to a cable on a wall outlet way out there on the far edge. All right, sounds good. A few seconds and we'll be rolling here. All right, to get a rough estimate of where this is going to be in the attic so we know where to aim, we are going to count our spaces from here going around. Let's see, we're going to be one, slide over, 2, 3, 4, about five. Luckily, this is a real short run. This is gonna be good. All right, let's take a look back up in the attic. So if we take our first step, put us right here by this first beam, which I am pointing at right there. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right by where that big strap on the AC vent is. We should see some electricity going down. Let's go get our drill and let's attack this thing. Let's get this show on the road. All right. We're gonna need drill on a paddle bit to get into that wood beam running across the top. I'll show you guys what that looks like here in a second. Alright, so here we go. What we're gonna do, knocking on the wall, gets a little more dense right here. So our 2x4 going up is gonna be right here. We're gonna go a little bit off of that to the left of the outlet, and we are gonna trace out our line to cut in a low voltage box. Wonder if you guys can see. Yeah, you probably can. That's a wide angle lens. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut horizontally first, just to make sure we don't have a beam, which we shouldn't have any type of 2x4. After you've done this for 10 years, you kind of know how a house is built. And keep the dust down. Let's get our push rods, which I left outside. And what we're checking now is to see if there is a cross beam up that wall somewhere that will give us any trouble with running a cable down, or if we're going to freely be able to just run it down. Take a quick look inside the hole, and yes, I can see a beam just to the right of this outlet, which is exactly where I expect it to be. And I can guesstimate where that is in the attic based on the screws and nails holding the wall together. So I'll know exactly where to drop my cable. So what we're gonna do now, and yep, that works. And these two guys get put together, screwed, male and a female. We'll do that in a second, but we're gonna start with one. Start sending it up. Perfect. We got one all the way. All right, each of these are about 5-6 feet long, so we have at least 10 feet to go. We'll just, all right, so that's where we're stopping. Doesn't sound like it's all the way up, but we're gonna check. So put my finger here and bring this back out. And now let's check that compared to the wall. And that's gonna be very unfortunate because we have a beam right there, about a few inches below our top beam, which is gonna make life a lot more interesting. But we have tools for this. There's the right tool for the job. So all right, after a little digging around, I found the right tool. It is a paddle bit. Here we go. And an extension for the paddle bit. So the way this works, and let me set you guys back up here. Do a little show and tell here. All right. This attaches. Bam, bam. Good to go. Locked in. Now, when we go to drill that hole from the top inside that wall down, we're gonna have plenty of room to make it into the space and drop our cable straight down. So what we're gonna do is get our cable, attach the end of the cable to the end of the push rod here. All right, we're in. Now let's begin the process of crawling out. Should have brought my clip. That way I could have clipped you guys on the frames here, but it's all right. We're gonna go down in here. Send some more push rod down. Oh man, this is looking interesting. Yeah. Wow, all right, we didn't need that extension overall. I'll show you as we get down there, but it's hard to see from here through the camera. I don't think you can see very well. Let me get my crawl. Light, don't forget your light. Oh, this is a beauty. Yes. Thought I heard somebody. Maybe not. Well, we said it should be right about here. There is our 2x4 going down for the internal of the wall. Man. It's a solid place to stand here. And this light should be that dust. Try not to stir up too much of this dust. All right, as we can see, this 2x4 goes straight down. This is just a piece in between. That's exactly where our hole down below is gonna be. So let's just go ahead. All right, and one way we're gonna check, see if we're in the right cavities, turn off our light, and take a look down in that hole. And let's hope we're in the right spot. It's hard to tell from here, but we got hole, attic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be it. If it's not it, we're gonna have to come back up here. Oh, you know what? I think I went one too far. Yep. Here's the conduit going down with the electrical for that outlet. And that would make more sense that it's right there. We got to be very careful because there's the water line for the refrigerator here, for the ice maker. We do not want to go into that. So let's drill a new hole. Right here's about good. All right, we're through. We're through. Turn the light off. Don't see any light down there, but I didn't really put a flashlight. All right, let's set her down. Nope, we failed. All right, so All right, we repositioned the cable. We're gonna check now. So our hole in the wall is 144 inches from the attic entrance. Wow, I was totally wrong. It's a lot farther. Okay, so it's past. We're gonna go drill the hole, come back when it's done. It's hard to carry the camera. So I'm sure everyone's heard, slow and steady wins the race. We are definitely not going slow and steady. So I was about 12 inches away, too close. Trying to get out of here and trying to carry the vlog cam and show you how fast we can work, but that ended up working the opposite way. It made us have to crawl up here 4 times, which is never what I want to do. We can grab all our tools. We are done up there. I'll show you what our result is down here. Now, this is how it should have worked out from the first time around. When we come over here to take a look inside, look at that. That is our push rod. Work it back out. And there it is. Slide it out. And there's our cable. We need a little more slack. Let's go help ourselves out. Man. Well, learned something on that one. Don't go too fast, because you're gonna be working twice as hard. Let me sit you guys down here. See what we're doing. It's hot. All right, cable out. Untape. You get a cable totally the wrong way, because it should have only taken 1 trip in the attic. But that's all it is. Alright. Now we're going to put our low voltage ring on so that it's not just a hole in the drywall. And then what this allows us to do, we're going to need a battery for. Hold on. This allows us to then install whatever type of low voltage plate you're going to use. It's got little wings on the back. And when you go to screw it down, they flip around. That is how you run coax cable. Now I'll show you how to put on connectors, and then we'll do our testing, make sure everything works. And let's see. Let's start cleaning up some of this stuff. We won't need all our big tools anymore. Alright guys, so here we go. We're going to put a connector on the coax cable here. Actually, I need to figure out where to get you. So what you need is a compression tool, which will compress the connector onto the cable. I'm going to take all of these little strings and the foil and bend it all back completely until you expose the last foil. And even that should be bent back, but it gets a little hard there, so we leave that one just like that right at the buffer. And connector slips right over the coax cable, right up until that white buffer hits that edge inside. Put it in our compression tool, squeeze. That will compress connector. That's not going anywhere. Now, let's grab our stuff from over here. That connects onto this, and then this connects on like so, and that is now sending a pulse high-low on the video. We can go ahead and turn this guy off, and let's go see what we got. Up. We got. Alright, so we know it's definitely that one. That's the one we're going to reconnect to the splitter, because that's the one that we are no longer using in that room. So let's reconnect that. Reconnect this one. And our connector. Same thing as before. Put it in, match it right there. Couple turns on the finger, opens up. We're gonna bring all these little braided steel braids back and find the aluminum foil. Okay. Peel it all back on the jacket of the cable, like so. Connector slides in, pushes in until the white buffer matches with the metal in there. Hopefully you can see that. And our crimp tool works by inserting it right in there, clips in, compress. There we go. We have a new connection for cable TV. All right, so let's go check on the other TV real quick. Make sure that it's working, connected, which is HDMI into the HDMI port, and HDMI into HDMI best. I've never seen a TV say HDMI best. We have 1, 2, and 3. That's crazy. Best. What a description for an HDMI input. Here we go. TV's on. Let's push it back. Bring the cable box back around. And it's changing channels. Volume is not connected. Alright, so we are going to need to look up the instructions on programming the Comcast remote. So here we go. Comcast remote codes. Select the remote. We have the XR2. Click next. And TV is a Vizio. Click continue. And we hold the setup button until it flashes twice. Or goes green. Go 11758. 2 greens means it worked. Volume. There we go. And we have working TV. Turn it off. Sounds good. Okay, and they wanted us to check to make sure the smart TV features were working on this TV. Editing this will be my first vlog type edit. There's a lot of information for today, so hopefully I can get it all in one. Steal some more water before we get out of here. And we're good to go. On to the next shot. Good job, well done.